Hey, Buckhorn listeners, you know we're always on the hunt for the next great pour. We found that with 2BitchBourbon, this small batch handcrafted whiskey is everything you want in a bourbon. Smooth, rich, and full of character. Whether you're sipping neat or mixing a cocktail, 2BitchBourbon delivers every time.
And we've got a special deal just for you. Head over to twobitchspirits.com, and when you use promo code Buckhorn25 at checkout, you'll get $25 off orders of $100 or more.
Plus, if your order hits $149, they'll even throw in free shipping. That's right, $25 off and free shipping. It's the perfect time to stock up and taste what all the buzz is about.
So don't wait. Grab your bottle of 2BitchBourbon today. Go to twobitchspirits.com. Use promo code Buckhorn25 for your $25 off and free shipping over orders of $149 or more. This is not going to fucking work. The whole damn thing is an ad.
Yeah.
So, hey, head over to 2BitchBourbon today. Use Buckhorn25.
2Bitch Spirits.
You search 2BitchBourbon on Google. Hit the link. Go to the thing. Put in the promo code. Cheers.
All right. Good enough.
Love you guys.
Hi.
Cheers, guys.
Hate you guys.
Shalancha.
Ropes.
Cilantro.
Skull. Something.
Cheers.
That's the thing.
There you go. Do the stuff. Get your 2Bitch today.
Yeah.
Things and also stuff.
Let's start the show.
Whiskey flows like a river wide. Martelle, Mike and Randy by my side. Buckhorn tails wild as the night. Pour another glass, let's take that ride.
Welcome to the Buckhorn Podcast. I'm Martell, and with me always is Randy at the Mac Shack. What's up, Randy?
Kicking it back to the old days.
I know, right?
Just the dose of us.
Dos Amigos.
If you've ever smelled mothballs, you've come to the right podcast. Have you ever smelled mothballs?
Yeah.
How'd you get their little legs apart, you pervert?
I got little fingers.
I saw it literally earlier today. I was like, I'm using that. Little fingers.
I got little fingers. No, Mike will be here in a minute.
Mike and a special guest.
Yeah, Drunk Mel 2024.
Well, now it's not a surprise.
Now it's not a surprise. We planned on recording around 4, and then it got pushed back to 4:30, and Randy and I were already on our way, and Mike's like,
I was ready to go
whatever.
at like 2. I was like,
I was doing shit at the house.
and I was like, well, I got to be at 3:30. I was like, wait, what time did he say? I checked the message. I was like, shh. All right. So I just kind of piddled around, checked some football scores. And then I was like, all right, I'm leaving at 3. I'll take my time, take some back roads. Nice day.
yeah, it's a beautiful day.
I get
out.
on the road, start driving. Mike's like, maybe 5. I'm like, I'm in the truck, dude. I'm not going back home for 20 minutes. And
Well, so I decided to go to Oxby's, and
so, I just drove around. Then I went to the drive-thru, and I was like, give me something nasty to pregame.
nasty. What nasty?
I got a Smirnoff screwdriver in a can.
Ooh.
It wasn't as bad as you'd think. Now, I mean, you wouldn't like it, but for like drive-through gas station style beverage, it wasn't as bad as some we've tried here. Not nearly. It was passable.
Any drive-through, anything is.
Well, we did the gas station drinks that one time, and some were bad, but some weren't that bad. They were palatable.
Palatable doesn't mean I'm going to go get it again.
No. That's what I'm saying. Like, it wasn't bad, but it's not something that's like, man, I'm going to get that. Let's keep that stocked in the fridge.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's all I'm saying. I'm like, it wasn't bad.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Because I've done really well. I didn't eat I didn't eat any junk food.
But that's the thing. You did really well, so then you go do something stupid.
I thought that's what we do. We're Americans.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
But
We do things that are really good, and then we sabotage ourselves or, blow up another country.
well, we don't blow up other countries.
I actually had somebody that hadn't seen me since last year this week stop by and go, holy crap, have you lost weight? And I was actually, the last time they saw me, I was lighter than I am now. And I was like, lost 25 pounds. Thanks for noticing. Maybe more now that it's been another week. I don't know. Maybe another couple.
Working out still?
Working out. There's 2 days this week I didn't work out because I was up and moving and walking and bending and doing my squats, aka sitting down, standing up a bunch.
You should still work out.
So there was one day I literally had trouble getting to bed at the end of the day. There was no working out.
Did you crawl?
Pretty damn near close.
Did you die?
But did you die? I did.
You didn't.
But I was brought back to life.
Oh, you were resurrected.
Yeah.
So you just gave up your weekend.
It took me 3 days.
Just gave up your weekend.
Yeah, but it was pumpkin show weekend. So it was Wednesday through Friday I was dead.
Yeah.
And here I am, bitches.
Redneck weekend.
No, I had a lot of work happen this week during pumpkin show. So we had people in and out every day from basically the time it opened till it shut down.
Yeah.
So we were hosting, and I was trying to help Beth as much as possible. It was good, though. It got me up, got me moving.
Good.
I was going around to different chairs and furniture that were holding me, which isn't many, but man, it's more than I've done in a long time.
Well, keep doing more than you've done in a long time.
I did eat some pumpkin show food. I split a pork tenderloin sandwich with Dad, one of those big ones I like. We split it the first day. The second
Deep fried
day,
steak.
Nope, I didn't do anything deep fried. The second day I did a perch sandwich, which is deep fried. Well, it's deep fried perch. I guess I did do some deep fried.
All right,
I was thinking
all
the
right.
deep fried Oreos and
Oh.
deep fried donuts and
Deep fried tennis shoes.
deep fried, yeah, deep fried pleather. And
Deep
then
fried dildos.
third day I split another pork tenderloin sandwich with Beth this time. And then the last day, what did I get? Oh, Kevin got me a cheeseburger.
Okay.
It was like a bacon with real cheddar,
Yeah.
bacon cheeseburger. It was freaking good. But so I did one thing a day, and
Okay.
that was it.
All right.
The occasion, Dad got some of the mini donuts. I had one,
Okay.
but I think I was like, but I was like, I'm not going out and buying buckets of food anymore. I'm not.
A bucket of food would be amazing, though.
It's so good. It's like a horse trough. You put it around your head, just
Get into that. God.
feed bag.
Yeah.
Oh, I need
good.
to get Liz some pumpkin donuts this year, don't I?
You don't have to.
Nah, I do. It's kind of
And
tradition.
Harley was down there.
Oh, was
with
she?
a friend Tuesday night. I
Did you
think.
tell her where we live so if she needed help or, to pee in a toilet that wouldn't give her HIV?
No. I'm almost certain she probably didn't even use the bathroom while she was down there.
Probably not.
But yeah, she was down there with a friend of hers that they go almost every year. So she went down and they hung out and came back and
Well, for the future, your kids are always welcome to our place. We had friends that are like, our daughters are going, but we ain't touching it because they're from Asheville, and they're like, we don't want to drive through the mess. They go on Saturday, so they're like, they'll stop by, they'll use a clean bathroom.
We haven't done a pumpkin show episode since 19.
I thought we just did one a couple years ago.
2019 would be a couple years ago.
That would be 5 years ago.
I think that's the last one we did. I think it was.
Because COVID, it was shut down.
Yeah.
We did one or two after COVID.
Maybe we did 20. Maybe it's 21.
I think 21 or 22 was our last. I know we did it last year. We did one, didn't we?
No, because we were here.
That's right. I think 22 was our last one.
I think
Then
22.
and we didn't have
22.
many people stop by, so we
Yeah.
just kind of like,
We could easily figure it out by looking it up, but
we're not going to do that. But we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody go back and listen to every single one of our episodes from the start and tell us in the comments below.
Or just start looking for pumpkin show titles. I was gonna say,
We
'cause-
could literally just search Pumpkin Show on
Yeah.
YouTube and it'd pop up.
But I was thinking about that because one of our listeners who came from Michigan, James,
Yeah,
I haven't seen hide nor hair of that dude
I haven't either.
since then. Like, he hasn't
Maybe we lost him
commented.
as a listener.
Well, I think we may have lost him off the planet. I don't
Oh,
know.
that would suck. He was a cool dude.
He was.
Even though he's from Michigan, I liked him.
I mean, not all people from Michigan are bad. It's the state that really sucks.
Yeah, it's not the people. So I know quite a few from Michigan that are okay people. But
anyway, so last Sunday, got a new puppy.
you did.
I did.
New little
And
mop.
His name is Cricket.
Is that what you settled on?
Yeah. Well, I named Bentley and I named all the animals.
Cricket.
His name's Cricket.
It's funny. You went from Diesel, who's like a hawking beast, to Bentley is like
Bentley.
a yappy little thing, and then Cricket looks like Scamper did, like a
Cricket's
5-pound
he's
floor mop.
He's a 4-pound, 11-week-old puppy.
I was pretty close then.
Yeah,
and that was just from seeing what you posted on Facebook.
He's tiny right now. So that whole thing kind of came about when Liz and I were at Cooper's Hawk.
Right before recording.
Yeah, right before we recorded last week.
And then you showed up like, hey, I may have to go quick.
Yeah, I may have to run because I can only do one show because we may
Can't drink a lot, got to go quick.
And so after I left here, I drove downtown Lancaster and parked the truck, hopped in her car, went to their house, bought a puppy, took it home.
I heard when we walked out, you were like, hey, we're done. No, we've recorded one show.
Yep.
No, we did like root beer floats. We used bourbon cream. I didn't
She
drink
was like,
any.
you didn't drink too much, did you? And I'm like,
I could tell what she was
Like,
asking about how you're answering.
like, no, it was bourbon cream.
The bourbon, if you get drunk on bourbon cream, you've drank too much bourbon cream.
And I threw the bottle away. It's only like 30% or something. It's something
Not even. Yeah, I think it's less than that.
Super light, but it's so good.
It's more of a flavoring. It's
more like Kahlua.
Yeah, exactly.
you
It's a
just-
mixer.
you put it in.
It's like, when my buddy used to be head bartender at Dave & Buster's, he'd make chocolate milkshakes.
Yeah.
And Kahlua was one of those ingredients. He put different liquors in it, like heavier stuff, but dude, they were the best chocolate milkshakes ever.
Oh yeah.
I mean, just it wasn't even the alcohol. You couldn't taste the alcohol. They were just good chocolate milkshakes. And the problem is, you're like, man, that tastes so good. You want more of the chocolate milkshake, but there is alcohol in it.
Yeah, who cares?
It's a bad mixture in your stomach if you try to drink like 5 of those.
Give me that.
Because he would make them like bigger than that cup.
Give me that in like a protein shake form too.
Yeah, just put some protein powder in.
Yeah.
You're good.
Fine.
See, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you, like, yeah, dude, I've been on protein powder. It's going to be this giant chocolate shake with a
Little pinch of protein.
just
pinch.
a little dabble, do you?
This bag's gonna last me 14 years.
It's a sample bag. it's like 3 flakes. It's like goldfish
Yeah.
feed.
Oh my God. Fucking Harley and her goddamn goldfish too.
Oh, she got a goldfish?
She got 4 goldfish.
Did I ever tell you about our goldfish I got when we lived in the studio?
No.
Why, being me, I was like, I decided I want a goldfish, but I don't want to keep them in a jar because I know it doesn't aerate. And a little goldfish tank, everybody's like, well, they only grow as big as the tank you put them in.
Yeah.
So I got a goldfish, 2 goldfish at Walmart for 28 cents a piece, and a fiddler crab because they had them and I thought they looked cool with their one big claw,
Yeah, and they'll eat the goldfish if they can get them.
and an algae eater because why not?
A pleca.
Yeah. Placostomus, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And threw them all in this 25-gallon aquarium. And then I get online, I joined a fish forum, an aquarium forum. Back in forum days, tells you how long it's been.
I still call them Facebook forums.
And yeah, and I started learning, and everybody's like, yeah, you can, that's true with goldfish, but it's also like put a cinder block on your child's head. Like, it's not good for them to be in tanks too small.
Yeah.
For one goldfish, you should have 50 gallons worth of water. And I was like, what?
Fuck off.
So I found for free a 55-gallon or whatever, 50 or 55 that my cousin had. She's like, I'll give it to you. So I was like, well, that's going to have to do.
Yeah.
So we got these 2 goldfish. We had the pleco,
I call them plecas.
and we had the fiddler crab. And I realized the fiddler crabs are brackish and they need air every once in a while. Mm-hmm. So I had a thing I found online where you basically create an air bubble in a jar or a bowl or something, and you feed one of the air tubes into it so it can circulate fresh air and then crawl out and get some air. And so I did that. It worked. Crab seemed happy. Fish seemed happy. They started growing, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And finally, these goldfish are like somewhere between 10 to 12 inches, not counting the tail.
Yeah.
I mean, they just got huge. And I went, uh-oh. And
I need a
then-
bigger tank.
Well, it got to the point where we had to move out of there, and the place we were moving to, we couldn't take them. We just didn't have any room for a tank.
Please tell me you put them in like an open body of water.
And it was like free. It was like middle of winter. It was like January.
They'll be fine.
So I was like, what are we going to do? Take these down and put them in the Scioto? Like something.
I'm going to introduce an invasive fish.
Right. Which they were both males, I think, because they never bred, I think.
You think?
And we had them for a few years. And Beth's like, well, they're goldfish. You got to flush them. I was like, well, one, that's kind of cruel. They're not dead. And 2, they're too big to get flushed. She's like, those will go down the toilet. I said, bet. And it's before people said bet. I said, if they don't go down, you're fishing them out.
Literally.
Literally, you're fishing them out of the toilet. She's like, fine. So I take one and I put it in the toilet. I was like, I felt so bad, even though it was a 28-cent goldfish. Because I will hunt and I will eat a squirrel, a rabbit, a deer.
Right.
Bear's delicious. I've never shot my own, but I've had it. I don't want to just kill an animal just because.
So you should have ate it.
I'm not Jeffrey Dahmer.
You should have ate the goldfish.
I should have. It's probably.
You could have just clubbed it, filleted it, ate it.
Just ate it raw. Sushi.
Yeah.
But I take one in there and I put it in there and I flush. And then, so when I put it in, it's just like poop. Like just straight down, face down thing. The tail's flapping, right?
Yeah.
And it's trying to swim down. And it's not moving. I flush. And that thing looked like the biggest turd ever because it wasn't moving anywhere. And Beth's looking at it and I went, nothing. Hit the handle again. Nothing. It didn't budge. I said, get it out. So we got it. We put them, 2 of them in a bucket.
That one's now fucking traumatized.
And we had them in a bucket. And she was like, well, what should we do with them? I said, I don't know. So we chucked them out in the yards because there were some stray cats.
Oh, my God.
So we sacrificed one animal to feed another.
Jesus, you fucking murderer. PETA's going to have our ass now.
Oh, no. Well, good. We'll get a lot of publicity.
Right? All right, so with Mike not being here, I went and grabbed one of his bottles for us to try. Something that I knew
Mike.
I didn't like and that I've had before and I wasn't a fan of. So I grabbed the Sagamore Rye. This is, I know this one's a cow's pick. This is a 110 proof, and it's a straight rye whiskey from Sagamore Spirits. I'm not a huge Sagamore Spirits fan. This one's okay. Initially, right off the bat on the nose, I got pink bubble gum, which I fucking hate, which is the same thing I get with Sazerac Rye.
I do get a little bit of pink bubblegum this time. I usually don't when you do.
Yeah.
But we also have that different gene. I think I sent you that video where there's a gene difference between people who think cilantro smells like soap and those who don't.
Oh, no, you didn't. But
No,
yeah,
it was like I watched it, I was like, that explains Martelle, because I don't get that at all.
It smells and tastes like soap, but I still eat it. Like, I still use it.
But this one, I do smell a little bubble gummy.
Yeah, it's like a baseball pack gum.
I was going to say the
Garbage pail kid
Bazooka
gum.
Joe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, same thing.
Same thing.
Same thing. On the nose, it's got that bubblegummy shit to me, but it's also got like a sugary sweetness, not the gum, but like a
candy,
like a toffee
kinda,
or something.
I definitely don't get a rye smell like I do on most solid ryes that we like. I don't get that at all.
No, I don't get
This is one that had you gave it to me on a blind. I don't know if I could have picked out the rye. I would have said it might have a hint of a rye taste, but I would have not guessed this as a rye whiskey.
Right. And it has a little bit of a rye, that rye peppery note to it on the finish.
When you taste it, but on the nose,
not on the nose.
There's nothing.
There's nothing.
It almost tastes like that poolside where I'm trying to breathe in the drink and I'm getting the chlorine smell too. It's just there's something else, like something else that is invading.
That's your beard.
Yeah, no, I mean it's the smell of the
Mike's
whiskey.
coming. Here comes Mike.
Oh, great! Party's over now.
Guess we're gonna have to restart
Ruin
this show.
that shit. Oh, hey, Mike's
Hi,
here.
Mike.
No, now we can finally start the show.
Would you like to join us with some Sagamore Rye?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
We brought it just for you from your shelf.
Yeah.
All the way down to the table.
That's fine.
How you doing, buddy?
Good.
There you go.
Melissa's coming out.
Oh, Melissa's coming out. Okay. And there she is. There it
Yeah,
is.
we pre-gamed.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everybody
worries.
pre-gamed.
Everybody did.
Press
I
pass
pre-gamed
it
with some Oxbees and their black garlic barbecue.
I literally sat in your driveway and just drank.
No.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which is funny because you live on such a peaceful road in a busy city.
Uh-huh.
I was like, okay, I pull in. The windows were like half down. I roll them all the way down. I'm getting ready to like watch some football, check some fantasy scores.
Jerk off.
And yeah, rub one out real quick. Except I knew there were cameras, not that they see anything because I can't see it, so I assume it's not there. And
good.
I cracked open that can, and it was like everything's quiet, no birds chirping, no squirrels running, and it was like crack. And I was like, I woke up some neighbor from their nap with that. It was like the loudest can open ever. But yeah, I literally was like, well, Mike's gonna be late. I'll just go through the drive-through and pregame in his driveway. And I just sat there listening to the radio and the.
Deshaun Watson bust out a broken Achilles or whatever.
Did he? I didn't even see
He
it.
went out with a Achilles injury.
That's funny because Jay, who was on the show, is a huge Browns fan. He's at the game with his brother and brother-in-law.
Watching the Browns get fucking beat.
Watching the Browns get beat. And
Lumped up.
GW, who's been on the show, and his buddy Otero, who he has a Buckhorn Podcast and store with. They're there with our buddy Drew in a suite.
Ooh.
But they're
Watching the Browns
Beagles.
get
They're
lost.
Beagles fans though.
So they had a good day.
And Jimmy posted like when I was out there. Jimmy's like, of course, Mari Cooper gets traded and goes off. He went from just Deshaun Watson to Josh Allen. I said that's like somebody going from you on a basketball team to having Michael Jordan on their
Yeah,
basketball
right.
team.
It's not a comparison.
Like, of course, that's why I literally was like, I had him on the bench, and as soon as he got traded, I was like, well, he's starting.
Yeah.
Over Trey Sermon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Trey Sermon. I was like, nope.
Well, Liz put the game on earlier today, and she started watching. She's like, "Well, this game's over with the 100-yard running back."
Yeah.
Oh, we
Oh,
started.
we started.
We started 20 minutes
Yeah.
ago.
What are you drinking?
Same thing you're about to
Sagamore.
be drinking.
Same thing.
Sagamore Rye.
Sorry,
Sagamore Rye.
I'm nestled up to your husband today. I'm the thorn between two roses.
Yeah.
I
Understatement.
was just telling the kids, they're like, how long are you going to be out there? What do you want for dinner? I said, well, I'm hoping to not be there for the full thing because you know what happens if I stay for the full thing.
Yeah, I end
And they
up
were
on the
like,
couch
Drunk
wanting
Mel
McDonald's.
2024. And I said, so if that happens, I want McDonald's for dinner. And they started laughing because
I was gonna say you should have been like, I'll door dash you. I will kid dash some food to you in a little while. Give me an hour and a half. I'll let you know. So this is
better
that
than I
Sagamore
remember.
Spirit Rye.
So it is. I'm
do
not
you
a
get
big
what do you get on the
Sagamore.
nose?
It's still sweet
Cherry?
and bubblegummy, but
Okay, she got cherry.
maybe bubblegum. I can see
Yeah.
bubblegum now that you say that.
Dang it! I want to see if she got the bubble gum without hearing it. I was hoping she didn't hear it.
But yeah, I get something fruity and
Yeah.
I automatically
maybe
go to
juicy
cherries.
fruit.
No, I get like pink bubble.
Juicy fruit. There it is. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, right. No, that's fruit
That's
stripes.
tiger
Fruit
stripes.
stripes.
Yeah, fruit stripes.
Yeah, but you get those cool tattoos that last equally as long.
Yeah. Hey, look at. Never mind.
Oh, there's ink smudged on my arm.
It's humid, so it's gone.
I thought about
Mel
sweating.
is like going to town over there. She's just.
I thought, well, we were 20 minutes in, so I thought I was kind of catching up.
Yeah, you
Oh,
were
no, we're
late.
still on. Randy and I. This is our first pour.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
So
I mean,
you-
I literally pre-gamed in your driveway.
We talked.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I mean,
He said he was gonna be late, so I was already in my truck on the road when he was like 4:30. Okay, then maybe 5. I'm like, that's cool.
We had to go get fancy
I'm not
clothes.
going back home. So
Yeah.
I took back roads, went off track, and then I was like, well, I still got a lot of time. I'm hitting the drive-through, so I went to the
Yeah,
drive-through,
good for you.
parked in your lot, and I'm checking football scores. I was just telling them I opened a can. It was the loudest can open I've ever heard. Felt like I was in a canyon. It was just like so peaceful and quiet up here, but
It
like
is.
there's nobody mowing, there was no birds chirping, and I opened the can. It was like crack, like real loud. And I was waiting for somebody to like react, like come out, like what was that?
This is the homeless lady who keeps invading people's houses.
Oh my gosh, right? Who
Yeah.
you find in your basement in
I'd
your
be like,
shower.
you want a shower,
She's
girl?
like, I'm showering in somebody's house.
I don't even know what happened with that. I don't know how that
No, I
story
don't know.
resolved.
Arrested.
Mike's about to have
and-
another kid. That's what
Yeah.
happened with that.
Ugh.
That would be interesting.
Considering I'm fixed.
I told you it's happened.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
say that.
definitely.
Like that's not.
Yeah.
Him and her were both fixed, and they had a kid.
Oh my God, that's like that's horrifying. That's
It
that's
can
that's a
happen.
Halloween story right there.
No shit.
Do 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 do.
Halloween's coming up.
Yes.
That's exciting.
So Randy,
Harley wants to be
you had an adventure driving home last week.
cowboy did.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, dude,
Yeah, an adventure driving home, huh?
I forgot about that. I for real. For UK Patrick won't see this. I will say for once I was like not carrying my pistol, and it was one of those times where I was like, I swear if I need it and I don't have it, I'm going to be so mad. Yeah, so I'm headed home. I go out, decide to go 188, and you go by the sheriff's department.
Yeah.
Where it merges, and there's the freeway, right? No cars around me, few behind me. I'm going the speed limit. Everybody's cool. Just getting dusk, have my headlights on, and I'm in the right lane waiting for the red light. Nobody in the left lane. Well, it turns green, so I start going. Well, all of a sudden, this Jeep Bumble shit comes flying past, like up, right to the turn lane. In the left turn lane, like they're going to go up 33.
Right.
Well, they get next to me as I'm accelerating. I'm accelerating at a normal pace. My truck's loud, but I'm not like gunning it because it takes a lot of gas.
Yeah.
I just start taking off. Well, then we get closer and closer to the turning, and I realize he's not turning. So I'm like, okay. So I'm just watching him, watching him. I got people behind me. I'm like, I'm just going to keep going at a normal pace. Instead of gunning it past me, the very last second, as somebody else is coming off the ramp, and I always go, maybe they'll stop, maybe they won't.
Yeah.
This dickhole decides I'm going to merge where you're at. Not shoot in front of me and cut me off. I'm just going to hit you. And I'm like, I'm in a vehicle that weighs twice as much as yours, and I guarantee you paid more. You probably still have a payment on that. So my first thought was like,
You lose.
I will wreck this tank. I don't care. But my reaction was swerve. Mm-hmm. So I swerve, almost hit the mini truck coming off the ramp, jump back. My right tire had to be hovering over the berm that goes into that ditch. And they squeeze in front of me as another, because cars are coming this way too.
Yeah.
Of course they are. So cuts me off, and I hit my horn. Should I have?
Just
don't give a fuck.
Oh,
it was
just
a
a
reaction.
reflex.
That's
It's a
justified.
reflex.
It was a reaction.
That's
And I was like, okay, that was uncalled for. Nobody was pushing anybody. We'd all been going the speed limit 5, 10 over.
Right.
And gets in front of me. Fine, whatever. Well, then they started doing I'm going to purposely slow down because you honked your horn. So I'm like, okay, I got a wife and kids to go home to. I'm not in a rush. No biggie. Actually, Beth was at my parents with the boys. And I was like, I was supposed to originally go pick them up. So, yeah, they slow down. They start playing those games. I'm trying to let it go. So finally, they brake check me. We're like 5 cars apart at one point, and they brake check me. And I'm like, what are you doing? I didn't even let off the gas. We were that far apart. Well, then they slowed down to where where I'm literally having to almost stop. By this point, all the other cars are gone. It's just us two on this road. It's getting dark. And I'm still going, I'll run you off the road if it comes down to it. I'm going to get home tonight, and I guarantee you I care less about this Suburban than you do about whatever. And I also noticed not only first their license plate, I got that.
Vanity plate.
They had, no, I wish. But they had those little lights on top like a volunteer firefighter would. No other markings on the vehicle, but they had those emergency lights.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, that sticks out like a sore thumb. So they're playing those games, brake checking, and all of a sudden they turn, kind of like they'd be going to your old house, but it was one of those roads before.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool, they're gone. So I go on, I give them their space, I don't honk the horn when they turn. Next thing I know, here they come you could tell they turn around like right there. And come
So
flying
they
up
came
behind
behind
me.
you?
And I was like, now I have issue because I'm not leading you to my home. So we started taking backcountry roads, and then they passed me again. An illegal passing zone, I'll give them that. And I just went 60 in a 55. They passed me, and then they started playing more games. So finally I went, all right, fuck it. We're going to play. So I just kept following. They went through that little town, Podunk, where it drops to 40, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they turned their turn signals to the left. And then they decided not to turn into a house. So I'm going, well, you either live there or you live close by and we're trying to distract me or something.
Right.
And they go up and they turn on Bell Station Road. And I'm like, well, that's still kind of the way home. So I let them turn. I give them 4 or 5 car lengths. I'm not riding their tail or nothing. But I decide I can take that way home too. So I just turn and they gut it. I don't gut it. I stay far enough away, but by this time it's dark and they can see my headlights. And they're dipping and diving and all this. And I'm staying way back. So if they wreck, I can literally be like,
I'm just going home.
I was
like,
10 car lengths away.
like I literally was at one point probably nearing a quarter mile away. I can see their taillights and that's it. And they're driving like jackholes. It looked like one guy. They had tinted windows. And then they got up to the light and jammed on their brakes and like slid sideways, locked them up and all this. So they sat there, no cars coming, down 674, whatever it's called.
674. Yeah.
And they wait for me. So I just ease up. I stay when I stop, a car length and a half behind them. Plenty of time. I mean, I can see the bottom of their rear tires. I'm far enough back. And they just sit there, and I'm just sitting there. I was like, what are we doing? Because I'm like, if this dude gets out, I've got nothing to defend myself. I'm not in fighting shape.
Except the vehicle.
Yeah, right.
And I was like,
Except,
I'm a gun it.
yeah.
Because why not?
Yeah.
I feel threatened at this point. I will ram this
We
thing
are in
into
a
that
stand your
intersection.
ground state.
And they went straight, and I turned and went on home. But I literally, that whole time, I was getting so mad. And I was just like, at one point, it got to the point where I went, okay, now I'm messing with them, and I still have a wife and kids to go home. So I peeled away, but my adrenaline was like through the roof. So when I messaged you, I was just like, yeah, like I was going to die or they were going to die. That was about it.
No? All done?
No, it's really good. I just that was a lot. That was a heavy pour for me, especially if we're going to do more.
Because we're going to do more.
Yeah, that's
we
why
can't get Drunk Mel 2024.
You still will
Without
well,
drunk-
on
without
the
that
drunk.
amount,
Without
trust
sober
me.
Mel.
Nobody wants Mel 2024. No offense.
We can't get the drunk milk.
But anyway, that's the
2024 without
long and
sober
short
milk.
of it. Is somebody's just being a jackhole and then didn't realize I had more time than they cared
Than
to
they
put
do.
into
Yeah.
it.
We're like, I got
Like
time to
if you
spend,
cut
sir.
me off, but you're going to go, I'm not happy with you. But I go, okay, at least they're moving.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
you try to shoot around all the traffic and go slow in front of me, that annoys me. But they weren't doing that. I just honked when they passed.
That's just fucking pointless anyway.
And then they took off, and I was like, good, they're going to move. If you want to go 80 and I'm going to go 55, 60, 65,
Super.
fine. But then they slowed way down until I caught them. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. And then once they started playing games, and then when they turned off and then got back behind me was when I was like, okay.
Okay. This
The
is
best
the
part
thing
is if they
now.
got my plates, it doesn't matter because my new plates are on now. So
Well, even if they got your place, what are they gonna
I'll be like,
do? This
"Officer."
guy was doing 60 and a 55.
yeah, I'll be like, I just bought
And
this.
I
my
was,
plates
and
are
I was tailgating him, and then I was brake checking him, and he got close to
Hey,
me.
you know where the sheriff's station is right there? Yeah, I illegally cut him off and almost caused an accident, but I don't like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's,
So I was like, I just didn't care.
he's in a big truck.
So by the
He's
time
fat.
I messaged you guys, like I was either at a red light or home or something, and I was like, yeah, I almost just like went off on somebody or whatever I said, and I was like,
I was like, what happened? You're like, it's a story for
Yeah,
next
it's a
week. And I'm
story.
like, all right.
yeah.
Now that I'm here.
I just didn't want to
tell
type
the
it all. I
story.
just got home. I'm trying to settle down to get the boys ready for bed. You know, I was like, I will get into it next week.
My biggest issue
Let it go.
in general is like if you from Columbus to the business route on 33, it is 60 miles an hour, but everybody drives 75.
Yep.
Yes.
Until you get to the business route, and then they drive 62.
Yes.
On a 70.
And it is
Right.
infuriating.
It changes
to,
to 70
And-
right before
me. And
the Carroll
everybody
exit.
everybody slows down.
Yeah. I don't
Because
know why.
it used to be 60.
Yeah,
But
years
this
ago.
whole time, this has all been 60.
Yeah.
And you speed through that, and as soon as you get to that business, they're
Everybody
like,
slows
nope.
the fuck down.
They
I know.
get to the curve and just slow down. I'm like, there's nobody.
That's why I
ahead
stay
of
in the left
anybody.
lane and I try to push people. Like
Same.
I just
Yeah.
and I'll go back off and I just burn. Just
Same, 100%.
go. Just need you to, and I'll point to the sign. That's my favorite. Like I get behind somebody, and we're doing 60, and I'll go, or they're doing 62 before we get to 70. I'm just like right here, there.
I know for most of your adult life, it has been 60. It's 70 now.
It's 70 now. So cool. Well,
It's like driving down 6th.
Well, I liked that. That was yummy.
that was not bad. Like I've
It's been open for a while.
It
too.
has been, and this is like I said, this is the cow's pick. The last bottle of Sagamore I had was Jimmy had, and I'm like, I'm not really a fan. And I think we've had this one here. I think we've done it before. I was
It
just
seems
like-
better.
but it seems
But
like it's gotten
sweet.
better.
It's definitely a sweeter rye.
Yeah.
For
It
sure.
is, because
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of ryes, although one of my favorites is a rye,
Yeah.
but it's a sweeter rye, and that was
well,
also
that's
very
a
good.
finished rye.
Yes.
So, and I still have your barrel finished rye as well.
Yeah. Well,
But
I
we
mean,
need
if we
to-
have to make
I have
more.
to make more for the.
Yeah. If
So-
knock wood, we have to make more.
Yeah. So Jason started Blendageddon Wednesday. He started with the Franken Barrel stuff. He put us in the American category, not the Franken Barrel. To which I was like, I said, "Do you have us in Franken Barrel?" And he's like, "No, I got you in American." I'm like, he's like, is it a Franken Barrel? I'm like,
Well, it's got the.
I said, I can tell you what we think may make it a Franken Barrel.
Mike, I love you to death, and you have so many nice things. You're a great guy. We get along well. Get a fucking good lighter. You either have one that doesn't work or one that gives me third-degree burns.
That's fair.
Like, I'm going to get you a lighter
I don't
for
understand what the
Christmas.
problem here is.
He's going to show with a World War II flamethrower next. Like, here, just Andy Oakley, just
Don't
hold it out
give
to your...
him. Don't give him any ideas.
I mean, I would play
Oh, that
with
sounds
it, but...
safe. That sounds safe.
So,
Come on!
back to...
Nope. That's just shooting right out the.
Oh,
there
look,
it
it's
goes.
full.
Yeah.
You probably just used the only good...
Nope, it's still good.
This episode needs to come with like a safety hazard
A
warning.
warning?
Yeah.
There you
It's
go.
fine.
We're fine.
So I told him, I said, everything we put in there is available
Except for,
throughout the U.S.,
yeah.
except for one that is available
But
just in limited quantities. And I don't want to give it out here just in
yeah,
case.
just for reasons.
And he's like, don't worry about it. I'm like,
Cool.
all right.
Cool.
It's not like we didn't use anything that wasn't available.
Right.
And he said it could be ordered online.
Which
Because,
it might be able to. Yeah.
well, the one is.
Well,
the,
and
the one of the bases
Yeah.
is. So,
And so it's a secret until.
well, it's not necessarily a secret. I just don't want to give it out here.
Sure.
I'll say we don't want to give it
Because-
away, especially if it's before he does his thing.
Yeah.
And it gives away, and then...
Because
Give it away.
you're not
Give it
supposed
away.
to know
Give it away now.
what the ingredients are
I
and
like
what the
your style.
quantities are until you either get knocked out
Okay.
or
Get
move
knocked
Get
out.
to the end.
Get to the end.
Get knocked
So-
out or get knocked up.
yeah. And
You
I
ain't
should have
never going to keep me down. I get
shoulda
knocked
wrote
down. And I
buckhorn
get...
juice on it 3 times for Beetlejuice. Buckhorn juice, buckhorn juice, buckhorn juice,
juice.
and then Randy fucking shows up.
We're like, we said buckhorn juice. Why did Slimer from the Ghostbusters show up? He's going to be like,
Speaking of, we came from Brewdog.
Yeah.
What was that beer that looked like it was made out of wheatgrass?
Oh yeah. There was
Talk about
so,
Slimer. I just
So we're
drank
sitting
some.
at the bar.
Fucking Brewdog, come on.
No, it was.
You
okay.
drink a kale smoothie.
Oh, that's what I thought it was.
Hey,
shot.
Brewdog's got a really good wine I love there.
Which is fine. They just have a lot of overly priced beer.
Oh, well, yeah, I would agree with
I
that.
don't disagree with that.
They have a couple I like, but they're expensive. Especially for what they are.
Like, I've been kind of avoiding getting some of their stuff because it's just...
Look up grass clippings in a cup.
No one does cauliflower buffalo wings like they do, though. Like,
Really?
they're the best.
But are they buffalo
Hold on,
wings?
they're
Can't
not
they just
buffalo
be-
wings.
They have buffalo wings, but these are cauliflower buffalo
And-
No,
wings.
they're
and
cauliflower with
That's
sauce on
fine.
it.
It
You
is
can
the
call them, that's
best
fine.
cauliflower.
And I'm fine with people
I've ever
getting
bought.
it.
They're
cauliflower I
so
Yeah.
good.
Buffalo
They're-
cauliflower wings.
They are
Where's the
phenomenal.
bones?
They're not wings.
Okay, that's fine. Like, whatever, like...
Just busting your balls.
You know, I'm sorry that your butt hurt about it.
You should
just
be.
wonder where the
You
bones
should
are.
be sorry about that.
But the cauliflower, I can't call them wings. So
She almost did again.
the buffalo cauliflower
The
is
cauliflower bites.
freaking amazing there.
I don't like cauliflower. I do like a cauliflower crust, like on a pizza.
Yeah.
I can slam that.
So
all day.
therefore, you do like some cauliflower.
I don't like just cauliflower. Is what I'm saying.
Neither do I.
It's like I
Yeah,
just
same.
like
but
I'm not just going to sit
there
there
are
and eat
things that
cauliflower.
can be done with cauliflower where I'm like, that's all right.
You can
I
say that
don't-
about almost anything.
I don't know that I've ever had cauliflower that I haven't liked. I haven't found a way yet to make cauliflower that I don't really like.
Challenge
I really
accepted.
like.
I was gonna say I bet I
I just
could.
don't like it plain.
I do.
It was called
Yeah, it's just-
Nilbog.
That doesn't even sound good.
But describe, like, what is the description with it? Because I saw he was pouring it out for some lady.
Is this one
And
that
she was like,
oh, okay, so
"What is
you
that
did
green
again.
thing?"
I was just
just
like, what
can't-
the hell is that?
Why did you give a glass of snot to her?
Right. I was like, does Brewdog now have like
It
a
was-
healthy beer where it's like wheatgrass
It was
or
just an
kale
Ecto Cooler with vodka in it.
It looked like
which
an Ecto
I would
Cooler.
actually be down for. Old school Ecto Cooler.
Oh,
And the guys next to us saw me
never
drinking
did.
it because
I
I was
see.
like, shit,
They
that's
were
actually
like,
pretty
excuse
good.
me, miss.
Yeah, they were horrified and also intrigued, like a train
your
wreck.
beer might be a little moldy.
Yeah,
It was really good.
that is what it looks like.
It is super green.
like if I saw that on St. Patty's Day, I'd be like, okay, that's some kind of mixed drink.
Yeah.
If I ordered a beer and got that, I would immediately just be like, send it back.
No, it was good.
It was really fucking good. It was like a pineapple sour, but not sour.
It looks like
it
an
was like
upside
dry
down
and
pineapple
sweet.
sour.
It was, yeah. And I thought,
I was-
well,
I mean, I'm intrigued.
Here's what I immediately thought. I was like, you put that in a Jamba Juice glass, you can drink that at work.
Oh,
right?
Like nobody is going to question that in any way, shape, or form.
Nobody's gonna know. They're gonna
This
know.
100%.
Nobody's gonna know.
100%.
it's all vodka.
How are they going to know?
It's all vodka.
It was. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I did that actually the other day. I got a message from my boss. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing right now?" I'm like, "It's 2:30 in the afternoon." I'm like, "Just poured a fucking triple." He's like, "What?" And I just sent him a picture of me like this in a fucking glass full all the way to the top. And he's like, "Why?" I'm like, "It's been a day."
Because I work here.
Yeah.
And he goes, "You want to talk about it?" I'm like, "Nope."
That's such a boss
like,
thing to say.
He wanted to know what was because
Right,
we've
right.
been
asked.
back and forth
Right.
going on.
The
going
best
on.
was when my boss would call me.
I'm like, "Nope."
Same kind of situation. He'd be like, hey, what are you working on? I'd be like, oh, I'm working on these ahas for XYZ job, whatever. And I'd be like, so what are you drinking? He'd be like, a beer. Like, what kind? Like 2:30 in the afternoon, which he was an hour behind, so like 1:30 for him. He'd be like, yeah, I'm on my lunch break.
Oh my gosh.
But we were the best team. We got everything
You got
done.
shit
and
done.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as
And
she
I was
gets
working
done,
from
who cares?
home. It's not like I'm driving around doing it. So
So, all right. So, what do you think about the Sagamore spirits?
it's not bad, but it could be better.
How so?
I think that for a rye, I would be let down because I am a rye fan. I do like some finished ryes. I agree with you on that. But I also like a good, strong rye whiskey. And if I bought this expecting that, it's
Yeah.
not there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You like the
Yeah.
spice?
I do like the spice. Some are too much. They don't sip well. But this sips okay for 110 proof. It I would have guessed that high. But also the flavor, I do get some of the bubble gummy, and I usually never get that on the nose. Taste wise, it's kind of just average to me. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just there.
Yeah.
I didn't think it
it's
was
decent, but it's not like I wouldn't throw it away. But I'm also not like running like, oh my gosh, I gotta have it.
I would take the Jack Daniel's bonded rye over this.
Yeah, I would too.
5 out of 5.
I thought it was good. I can't compare it to other stuff other than maybe other finished ryes that I've had. It tasted like a finished rye. I didn't think that it had a lot of depth. Like you didn't
Yeah.
get layer after layer after layer, but it was good. It was a nice sipping rye. I wouldn't, I just didn't want to drink the whole thing. And maybe, you know what? I usually do finished glasses though.
Yeah.
So that actually might be a clue that like it just was kind of one. I don't want to say it was one note, but it wasn't complex enough to make me want to keep drinking it.
Yeah.
Like, the part that I had was fine, but I didn't want to keep drinking
So
it.
Mel doesn't want to take the whole thing. What about you, Martell?
So it
do you want to take
was-
it all or just the tip?
Just the tip. It wasn't complex.
Yeah.
It's
Like
fine.
there's nothing there.
That's what I'm saying. It's something you can drink, but
it
it's
was
just
good up front and
Yeah.
It's not good. It's not bad. It is straight down the
It's
middle.
just-
that.
Yeah.
You know what that is? That's the definition of middle shelf in a bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just there.
It's not bad.
Yeah, no.
It's not.
I wouldn't be mad if I bought it,
No.
but
If somebody
wouldn't be
offered
mad
that
if-
to
Well,
me,
how much is it? That's the next question.
that's what I was about
I
to
don't
ask.
know. It's a cow's pick, so it's probably
Well, take
Probably
away
$80
if,
bucks.
I would say if you take away the cow's pig, it's probably a little
I
cheaper.
think it was 60 something.
Oh,
okay,
that's not-
60's not bad. For
and I
that.
think it runs about 60,
Okay.
50 or 60.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
It's-
not. It wasn't much more higher than actual
Okay.
shelf
Now
price.
I'll say this: say it's 50. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Say it's 50. Solid middle shelf. Wouldn't hate to have it, but I want to go back and buy that over a Middle West or
No.
several others that you can get for 10, 15, even $20 less.
Bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Bullet Rye is fine.
You and
Yeah.
I do a bullet every Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's just something we're always like. We started that tradition. And it's just stuck, and I'm never upset to have bullet.
No, bullet's good. I like a bullet. So, all right. So you grab something.
I told Beth
So I
that I
have
owe
a,
somebody else a bottle, and she's like, "You
a
got to
Boone
stop
County
making bets."
6-year, a Boone County 6-year single barrel.
Okay, and this is an OHLQ.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to be upfront about this. I am never, ever, ever ever
Ever?
Liked an OHLQ.
liked an OHLQ pick other than a Middle West Spirit.
All right. Well,
Fair to middling.
That's good. Yeah,
That was the Sagamore Spirit Rye of bottle pops.
yeah.
It was decent.
OHLQ has been very disappointing
There's a
in
smell.
almost every bottle release that they ever do, with the exception of Maker's Mark, because that stave program they do.
It's just great.
Well, the stave program, they're doing the staves anyway. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not like anybody from Ohio went
It's
down
like-
there and said, "Put 2 staves in this." put
No,
one
it's
in
like,
this."
here's
here.
your selection to pick from.
Choose this, and
We'll take Campfire Gray and Grandma's Apple Pie.
And Grandma's Asshole
And, yeah, like.
Where are you picking
Sun-
from the Lowe's paint selection?
Sunset in the field.
we have been at Lowe's a lot lately.
Yeah.
but the
Midsummer's Eve plum.
the Middle West and the Makers are the only two that always hit the mark, and everything else kind of misses the mark. And I knows this, and I saw your nose. I saw both your faces, and I'm just like, we all.
I feel
got
like that
the
was a
same
good
thing.
call. I feel like
It's,
It is.
it is underwhelming.
I know there's.
It's-
I'm getting a little citrusy, but I don't know. There's something else with it, and I can't pinpoint it.
It smells like dog shit.
Okay, well, I'm definitely not getting that.
I mean,
That's
it
good.
is-
You got the neck pour.
It is.
It's aged 6 years.
It kind of smells like wet paint.
I'm
Yeah.
getting paint thinner.
Yeah.
little bit.
Really?
Yeah,
I mean, I pick up your citrus. I get
I'm
that.
not getting
but
paint thinner,
it is
No,
not.
and I've sniffed a lot
I've
of
been
paint
dealing
thinner
with a lot
nowadays.
of paint lately.
That's why
too,
you're not
so-
getting it. You're used to it.
Oh,
But it also has like a Play-Doh-y,
I was
Yeah.
saying, I'm getting like dust.
like clay.
like
yeah,
it smells a
it's-
little.
I don't know what I'm
dusty.
getting, but you guys are influencing me because every time I take a different sniff, when I hear something, I'm like, oh, there's the paint thinner. Oh, there's dust.
It's
Yeah, there's-
I'm
thinner.
smelling
There's
dust.
there's the silly
Like,
putty.
is there Windex in this? What is this?
Great. Now I'm going to smell Windex
Purple
next time I
Play-Doh.
sniff it. Purple Play-Doh. Purple drink. Play-Doh.
They all smell. All the Play-Doh
Alright,
smell
yeah,
the same.
and
Yep. Nope.
that
I am
is-
not a fan.
Did you just try? Did you taste?
Yeah.
Did you? Okay. Well, wait.
That is not
Oh
good.
no.
That is not good.
Like I said,
Oh, that's very.
Good.
No, there's a. This tastes
Oh no.
like a knockoff version of those candied oranges and the cherries you
Yeah,
gave me.
I'm not even going for a second.
No, this-
That's,
Oh, I am.
that's not.
I'm
Well,
intrigued
I'm going
by
for
it.
a second. I'm trying to figure out what that.
I'm going to give it at least 3. I'm
gonna give it
intrigued.
the 3.
No, I'm
but
not even doing that.
I want to try it with saline too.
They're gonna- we
you
don't
you
have
don't
it.
have
I
saline.
still don't.
Dang
I
it.
still haven't.
You
I
have
still
semen
haven't
lean.
freshened it up.
I don't like that. It's like super sweet at the front, and then
then it
just
just-
bad
and
at
then
the
it's
end.
just-
And
It's
it's-
Yeah, there's a weird
Something went
sweetness.
wrong with it.
oh, and then it
how
like
did
burns
how did
funky.
Ohio pick this? That's the thing.
They were
This
like,
is-
"Here's what you can have."
This
no,
is-
no other state wanted
No,
this.
yeah.
And they were like,
Ohio
"We'll
picked
take
this
it."
for us.
Yeah.
But the guys at OHLQ have the good stuff.
Yeah, yeah, right.
know-
Like, this is delicious.
It kinda
Don't let
tastes like
anybody
there's-
have it.
like pop
They were
in
like,
that,
"North
like
Dakota
soda.
didn't want this, so you
It
get
could
it."
be,
Like a
'cause I'm tasting
funky
an artificial
cola-
sweetness.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to get with
It's
the
the only
candied.
bourbon with aspartame in it.
Yeah.
That is not good.
It's got saccharin.
Yeah. Well, we.
Oh, yeah. I'd like a good bourbon with 12 Splendas, please.
Yeah.
Ugh, that is not.
Whoa. How
If
much
you-
did you buy that?
Yeah.
How much did you pay for that?
Too much.
You just rethought your whole marriage.
Oh.
Did you buy
I
that?
know. We handled that, Randy.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You want some?
gross.
yeah, that was
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
you're-
unpleasant.
That was like I said. Any
And here's the thing, like,
I want to
power-
experiment with this.
The power,
you
like,
do you.
Well, I can't. It's not mine.
I feel like the only thing that could make that okay is like a New York sour.
You.
How much
Wait.
was this?
I think it was like 65, 70 bucks.
God damn it, Michael.
Beth told me, she was like, don't buy whiskey today. And I was like, I won't.
Ugh.
I promise.
Yeah,
But I
that's-
want to experiment with it, but I
that's gonna
can't
be
because it's not
strictly
mine.
mixed drinks.
Boone-
that
Boone
may-
County?
That's
like-
what I want to do. I want to try it with just like a root beer,
Not
and
even
then we'll
a
try it in cocktails.
not even a step up from Boone's Farm.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
No,
well,
that's a step
that's
down.
that's a step
It's
down.
Boone County. That's
Yeah.
why.
Oh,
That's
we
Boone
need to do a side by side on it.
We need a palate cleanser after that.
That was terrible.
We could do good Middle West, or
Yeah.
we could do beer.
You know what? I'm
or we
not
could do
wasting
whatever.
good fine whiskey.
You
That
Maybe. Oh, now I smell the dog shit.
Well,
Man, you got peer pressure's real.
I wasn't actually calling out that it was a dog shit smell. It was just it's dog shit.
Oh, look, your dog's out there shitting.
That would not surprise me at all.
No, I'm kidding, but
I mean, whatever you want to do, Michael. Obviously,
Like,
it's
this is just plain and basic, and that was fine.
you know what? Third sip, a million times better.
Oh, I disagree.
No, you can.
I'm pretty sure I took 3.
I think you took 1.5.
No.
It's not great, but it's better than the first sip. I'm still going to finish it. It's under 25 proof, so I'm going to.
I'll do the mother's well.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to
No.
drop of water in this.
Now,
Oh,
see,
that's
right
more to
now,
drop.
all I can smell is the goddamn Boone's County. Like the Motherwell smells like Boone's County now. Like it's all I get.
Oh no.
Oh. Like 2-to-1 with water?
2-to-1.
Not as bad.
Yeah, well,
I'm serious.
it's called tea.
That's
Like I was thinking, if you dumped a bunch of ginger ale in there to like try, but like maybe it's salvageable.
And like a half a lime.
Oh, that's so much better.
half of a cantaloupe.
The common the mother's well or Motherwell
Rinse that
is much softer on the palate. That's a good palate
Which is
cleanser.
That-
Blended
that
and
is-
bottled in Logan, Ohio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is much
My
better.
hometown for 5 years.
Like normally I don't
that
have the bad. I'm not on the shows with the bad bourbons.
You
So this
haven't.
was my first like really nasty
Like,
what
oh,
the hell
no.
is that shit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a
That was bad.
Yeah, we'll figure out something to do with that. Like I'll age it with some sticks or something.
Just yardsticks.
twigs.
Yeah.
You haven't been on with the bad bourbon yet.
Oh
I
No.
really?
no,
That's
this is
no. We've
No,
had
like,
way.
I haven't eaten like.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
hasn't even tried some of the ones that I dumped a bourbon out. Well, Martell did it, but I gave him full permission to dump it in his yard after we
well.
opened
That
They
it.
was
had the
that,
Twisted
that
Tea.
Was Twisted Tea. That was
And the Seven
Twisted
Brothers
Tea
I
whiskey.
dumped,
well, the
and I
Seven
don't
Brothers,
dump
Yeah, that was
Seven
bad,
Brothers
too.
Pecan.
No, hickory.
Oh, it was Hickory.
hickory. Oh, it was bad.
And
Yeah, I
then there was
mean-
the Beam 8 Star
B-Mate Star and Kentucky Tavern.
that ruined Dr.
I still say
Pepper.
Tavern got a bad rap because we did with the Big 8 Star. The 8 Star is way worse than Kentucky Tavern.
It is. It ruined.
Way
it
worse.
ruined Dr Pepper.
Oh, see that I
Right,
needed that after
right.
that.
Yeah, like
Like this is
Just
fine.
a solid.
This
like,
is fine.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, this is good. I
Yeah.
like. They do a good job down there.
yeah, which is night and day from the first time we tried them.
Hmm.
The first time we tried them, we're like, oh, it's got hope.
And I will say that bottle,
good.
because we opened that bottle here. Or did we
It's
open it
aged
for?
well.
Or did we open it for Blendageddon?
No, we opened it for blend again
Okay, so that sat
for a month.
for a month, and it is exponentially better than when we initially opened it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the very definition of the Hyman pour. It
Yeah.
was just not.
Behind it was like, it's kind of.
It's
only
okay.
92 proof, but it drinks well.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
drinks nice, and it has. It's
And they blend it. It's a blend. It's they have their own base bourbon that they use, but they blend it with others.
Yeah.
To aid to add some oomph
to
to
get what
it.
they want, but it's kind of it's not super complex,
Right.
but it's even
Yes.
across the
It's
entire thing.
very
I like how it
It's
says
Yeah, it's very drinkable.
it says locally distilled. You literally could put that on any bottle anywhere.
Yeah.
It's all done local to where it's distilled. Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah.
our
Well,
inaugural whiskey.
We're in Lancaster. It's not locally
Yeah.
distilled here.
Our inaugural whiskey, Common Ground Weeded Bourbon, balances ambition and compromise to create an exceptional whiskey. Perfect for sharing with friends and family. In this bottle is a blend of our own in-house distilled weeded bourbon with a weeded bourbon distilled in Illinois. We crafted this whiskey to bring people together across a political, social, and economic divides to a tasty common ground.
political.
I mean, those are pretty.
Those are
Aspirational.
yeah, that's aspirational.
Yeah, that's.
Well, you get drunk enough, and I suppose you're going to find common ground eventually.
Yeah, you're all drunk.
Everybody's an asshole.
No,
See?
just
Not me.
everybody's drunk. That's the common denominator. Period.
Did you tell Martell about that red that we just had from Trader Joe's?
Oh, shit,
that was so great.
good. It's a platinum
What about
reserve,
me?
$15.
Do you like
Saint Emilion?
deep red wines?
No.
Like,
Okay,
it
well
is right out of the bottle, fucking ready
You're not
to
very
drink.
good at
We filled the
campaigning,
bottle
Mel. You're
last
not
night.
winning me over.
Well,
Keep drinking, though.
That's
you will.
right. That's
I'm gonna have
right.
to go. I'm gonna be up at the office sometime.
Do we have any
in the next
bottles?
month.
No, I just bought that.
Oh, it
wine.
was so good. I was thinking
have
of
to-
you because I know you.
We should do a good wine flight.
Okay.
We can.
I'll bring the one that I like.
Oh, what do you like?
First off, fair, 100% fair. I'll own it. Secondly, ouch. And third, still fair.
Yeah.
No, the one I was talking about that we like from Brewdog.
Oh yeah.
We're very picky about red wines.
Okay. Do you like
Very picky.
sweet red wines?
It's
dry?
sweet, but it's not sickly sweet. It's not overly sweet. I don't like dry at all. A real dry wine.
I like a semi-dry.
I don't like a wine that when I drink it, I taste dehydrated.
Oh, I love
It's like when SpongeBob
those.
comes out of water.
When you pour my red wine,
like pointless
it's
to me.
like some charcoal and leather fall into the glass.
you'd love
I
Seven
get
Brothers then.
real
Yeah.
excited.
See, I'm
Yeah.
saving up for. I'm saving up a barrel reserve from every year so that we can do a 5 flight.
Oh my God, that
Barrel
would be
Reserve.
so
That'd be great.
fun.
Well, you guys are gonna be in fucking Utah.
We might fly back for that.
So,
There's semi.
Fly back on Mormon Express.
Yeah.
magic underwear.
I'll tell you what they have
Look like
locked
the
down
Flying
though.
Nun.
When we were out there, we got
12 Wives.
Swig, which
Dude,
is
they have soda locked down.
they do. So
They can't drink. They don't for whatever
They're
reason.
not supposed to have caffeine.
no,
it's hot
it's
drinks.
hot drinks.
They don't drink hot drinks, so no hot tea, no hot coffee.
I literally watched a thing where this dude goes around different cultures so you learn about him. Peter Santarello on YouTube. He went to the ghetto. He went to the Hamptons. He goes everywhere. And he went to interview Mormons. And they're like, yeah, no tea, no coffee.
Those
Yeah,
are hot
hot.
drinks.
Those are hot drinks.
But
Now they also
they
can't
specifically
have
said
them,
no caffeine.
Right? No, but they can have caffeine, but they can't have cold coffee or cold tea. But they can't. They drink a lot of pop.
They
a
drink-
lot
they
of
are-
pop.
I'm not saying they
are
don't.
high on sugar.
I believe you. I just remember one of them saying no caffeine. Of course, there are caffeine-free sodas.
Well, I
Pops if you're
I
in
believe
Ohio.
you that he said that. But what
the
I am
Mormon
telling
person
you
said it, not him.
is that
They have
pop
like,
places out there, soda places, are more prevalent.
It's like
than any
it's
coffee
like
place
mixed
ever.
drinks to them.
It is. So they have all of these mixes that you
Mixed
can
drinks
get.
and their mixed marriage.
There's so delicious and swig and,
And
sip.
Fizz.
Why can't they come up with if that's all you hold on? If that's the only thing you
Gargle.
can have,
So
if that's the only thing you're allowed to have per your religion, get better names.
So
No.
when I was
Floater.
out there, oh my god,
Backwash.
gross. All right,
I'd go for a really good can of
shut up, I'm
backwash right
talking.
now.
Okay, so when I was out there a couple months ago, they were like, "We're gonna get you some swig, so find something on the
What
list."
you mean swag?
Different,
They had an accent. and she just
different.
Yeah.
So I ordered it. And I got a mixture, and I was like, "What is this deal with putting creamer in your coffee?" She's like, "Oh yeah, you're not really out
creamer
here."
in your soda.
Creamer in your soda. And she's like, "Yeah, you're not really out here until you put creamer in your soda." So then the last time when Mike and I went, I got Diet Coke, raspberry puree, and coconut creamer. Holy shit. I crave it constantly now, and I've tried to recreate it here at the house because Coffee Mate makes coconut creamer, and that's the same stuff that they put in out there. It's so good, but it's not as good as getting
Sounds like
it out
we're gonna
there.
have to do that with a shot of rum.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd
I'm
be
all
fine.
for that.
That would be.
You lost
delicious.
me at Diet Coke.
Yeah, the Diet
Well,
Coke
that's
part.
fine. You can have regular Coke. I don't care. But
Yeah, I do. I just don't like the
oh, it was
artificial
so
sweetener.
good.
Yeah, it was crazy. I got some like Fresca, pineapple, mango, something. I was like, this is fucking delicious.
Right.
This
So
is-
they can't have alcohol.
You guys are gonna
what,
be like,
what they have done is taken like you as a 12-year-old at Burger King and going down the line
Oh, making a suicide.
and making a suicide. They have taken that to the next level.
Huh.
It's so good.
See,
and
now-
like I can still have alcohol, so I can have all the things. So
When you guys go out there, Mike's gonna be like, "I'll have this, and I want this," and then they bring it out. And he's gonna flask. Boop. What are you doing? Don't worry about.
right,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
Nunya.
yeah.
It's a
It's a Nunya business.
That's right.
It's a bottle of Nunya. Well, all right. So
That was tasty.
that
This
one I
is
liked.
nice.
I like this, but I love weeded.
But
That's
here,
not
I'm
a
gonna give it to
secret.
you. I'm afraid I don't want to get. I got so much to do tomorrow. I don't want to have a hangover. Sorry. It was really good though.
This is going to be exciting for me. I'm going to
Pedialyte. Come on.
We're gonna have another one.
Yeah.
I can't vote for Sober Mel 2020.
Well, Sober Mel
Yeah,
has a
like
shit ton to do tomorrow.
Buzzmel
'Cause
2024.
I've been traveling for like almost 2 weeks, so
Yeah,
Humble
her
brag.
week last week, she went from D.C. to Seattle.
Ooh.
Wow,
that's a
2
7-hour
cities I'd
flight.
never want to be in.
it sucked. I mean, the flight did. I mean, it was fine as far as flights go, but
No,
Just say it sucked and own it.
that's a transcontinental flight.
yeah, right, right. You could cross the water, the Atlantic, definitely
In
for
6
fewer
hours,
hours,
for sure.
So,
Yeah. Well, they consider coast to coast transcontinental.
do they? I
Yep.
guess that makes sense.
Yeah. If you're in the air from one side of the country to the other, they consider.
I
it.
was.
Well, I'm a transcontinental flyer then. I went from East Coast to Tucson.
That's not West Coast.
Damn close.
It's close.
Same time zone.
Eh.
Yeah, well, Arizona's weird about their time zone.
Yeah.
So
It's
is
half of the state
Indiana.
does and
Yeah.
some doesn't.
Indiana just doesn't have it like everybody else shouldn't have it.
Okay.
As far as
Look, let's be honest. Arizona's personally, that's as far as I want to get to the West Coast. So I'm counting it. If California fell off, I'd be happy, and then I'd be like, look, I'm on the
I feel the
coast.
same way about Florida.
I'm with you on that too.
I feel the same way about Mississippi.
It's just big old lake.
Yeah.
It's fine. I just wanted to be
Yeah,
part of the conversation.
I went on a ghost tour.
Florida's just swamps, bugs, and bad decisions.
It's like Ohio, except we don't have swamps.
It's Ohio.
I did get to go on a ghost tour of Georgetown, though. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you go to the Georgetown Cupcakes place?
That place is so good.
I feel like I passed by it, though.
It's so
Sprinkles?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
It's like
It was-
Sprinkles is right here, and Trump Tower is right there.
Oh, then
Weird,
there's
there's
a different one.
yeah.
'cause-
There's one in D.C. too that is like literally pissing distance because I tried.
No, this one was in Georgetown, so there was no Trump Tower.
A lot
by
of people with
has-
machine guns outside of
I
Trump
think there's
Tower.
a Sprinkles in Cincinnati.
It's not the
They
same.
do $20 lap dances.
No.
Oh.
That's
Cupcake is there.
No,
That's the
that's
Fox
no,
Den.
that's Golden Showers.
Drip, drip, drip.
All right. Do we want to do one more, or do we want to call it
What are we at time wise?
an hour? Well, you are only at 40 minutes.
You're not near drunk
we can
enough.
call
You're not
it.
even drunk at all.
I'm not. I'm feeling good.
All right.
I'm loosened up. I'm chatty.
Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
It's the Google Tubestagram.
All right. For Melissa, Randy, Mike, myself, I'm out. Peace.
Bye.
Drink too, bitch.
Whiskey podcast like that spark. Martelle, Mike and Randy raise the glass. Living life, no future, no past. Alcohol level, yeah. Echoes in the dark. Whiskey podcast like that spark. Martelle, Mike